Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Sangat Ji, today marks the AVTAR PURAB of Bhagat Dhanna Ji, whose Bani is contained in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. His Jivan reminds us that true Bhakti does not lie in rituals, but in heartfelt love for Akal Purkh. Bhagat Dhanna Ji once witnessed Pandit Tarlochan offering food to a Salgram Pathar, believing it to be the form of Akal Purkh. Inspired, Bhagat Dhanna Ji too desired to serve the Almighty in this way. The Pandit, however, mockingly gave him an ordinary stone used at home for grinding spices in exchange for a cow. Despite not knowing the difference, Bhagat Ji served that stone with utmost love and sincerity, offering meals to it and waiting each day for Akal Purkh to accept this offering. Bhai Gurdas Ji likhde ਹਨ, ਪੱਥਰ ਇੱਕ ਲਪੇਟ ਕਰ ਦੇ ਧੰਨੇ ਨੂੰ ਗੈਲ ਛੁਡਾਵੈ, ਠਾਕੁਰ ਨੂੰ ਨਾ ਵਾਲੇ ਕੈ ਛਾਹੇ ਰੋਟੀ ਲੈ ਭੋਗ ਚੜਾਵੈ, ਹੱਥ ਜੋੜ ਮਿੰਨਤਾਂ ਕਰੈ ਪੈਰੀ ਪੈ ਪੈ ਬਹੁਤ ਮਨਾਵੈ, ਹਉ ਭੀ ਮੋਹ ਨਾ ਜੁਠਾਲਸਾ ਤੂੰ ਰੁੱਠਾ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹੋ ਨਾ ਸੁਖਾਵੈ, ਗੋਸਾਈ ਪ੍ਰਤੱਖ ਹੋਏ ਰੋਟੀ ਖਾਏ ਛਾਹੇ ਮੋਹਿਲਾਵੈ, ਭੋਲਾ ਪਾਓ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਮਿਲਾਵੈ. For 5 days, Bhagat Dhanna Ji offered food, but the Almighty did not appear. Thinking Akal Purkh Ji was upset, Bhagat Ji fasted as well, refusing to eat until his beloved accepted this offering. On the 6th day, something miraculous occurred. With eyes fixed on the stone, Bhagat Dhanna Ji had a divine vision. The Almighty Himself appeared, ate the food lovingly, drank the yogurt, and left some behind. Overwhelmed, Bhagat Dhanna Ji recognized the presence of the divine and witnessed the acceptance of this offering. Akal Purkh Ji told Bhagat Ji that this is the fruit of his meditation across various lifetimes. From that day on, the Almighty came every morning to eat the food offered by Bhagat Ji and then went to graze cows while Bhagat Ji stayed behind to complete his daily chores. Pandit Tarlochan was stunned when he heard about this. Despite spending his whole life in ritual worship, he had never seen the Almighty physically accept food. He couldn't understand how this had happened. Bhagat Dhanna Ji, on the other hand, was surprised and had asked how the Pandit had been offering food every day without ever seeing the one he worshipped. Pandit Tarlochan admitted that the rituals he followed were more symbolic than sincere, whereas Bhagat Dhanna Ji explained that he saw Vaheguru in all of creation and spoke to him as a friend. This left a big impact on the Pandit. With folded hands, Pandit Tarlochan Ji begged Bhagat Ji to bless him with a glimpse of the divine. Moved by his sincerity, Bhagat Dhanna Ji took him to the field where Akal Purkh was grazing cows, but the Pandit saw nothing other than the cows. Heartbroken, Pandit Tarlochan humbly pleaded with Bhagat Dhanna Ji to ask on his behalf before Akal Purkh, as the Pandit himself was unable to attain such a divine vision. Bhagat Dhanna Ji bowed before Akal Purkh and prayed for Bhagat Tarlochan Ji to be blessed with Pratak Darshan, acknowledging that it was the Pandit who had first inspired him to begin this journey of devotion. And so, in response to Bhagat Dhanna Ji's prayer, the Almighty granted Pandit Tarlochan a glimpse of his divine form. This became the turning point in the Pandit's life. From that day on, he too saw Akal Purkh within all creation and spent the rest of his life in bhakti. This Sakhi of Bhagat Dhanna Ji is an example of faith, simplicity, and pure love. He had no formal knowledge of rituals, but his innocent devotion had allowed him to have Pratak Darshan of Akal Purkh. This serves as a reminder for us to reflect and elevate our own Jivan as well. ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਚੁੱਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਮਾਫੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਣੀ ਜੀ. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ.